Don't shoot your eye out, kid.
Hey guys, today we're going to be installing this mass driver onto the PSA Dagger. The mass driver comes from Strike Industries and it was provided to us by SDI. After the install, we're going to do a functions check and then we'll close with our conclusion and references. And as always, since we're working with weapons, we have our iPro on, we have a clear workspace with no ammo, and we'll be clearing this weapon multiple times. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure this weapon is clear. So you guys can see it's clear, and then we'll do a quick little field strip of it. We're going to leave that barrel in there for now. And let's go ahead and look at what comes with the mass driver here. So we have the compensator. And we have a little kit here, and we have a new recoil spring. So let's go ahead and look at the components here. So we have our guide rod, and there's a spring in there. And then we have the actual recoil spring, and within this kit is our little buffer, and I'll show you how that goes into there. And there's some Loctite and a little Allen wrench. So little components in here. Let's go ahead and take this out. And let's get our recoil spring out. There's a recoil spring. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this front block off here. And that spring in there. Okay, it's going to be a little tricky, but I'm going to show you how this kind of sets in here. So, on the frame here, this piece, it has the nipple on the front side here, and recessed on this side. This recessed part is where your new recoil spring goes. So, and the nipple here is going to fit on this side of your barrel. So it's going to fit just like this. So what we need to do first is, and then when it comes onto the actual new guide rod, you can see that it's going to go this way. So it's going to come on here. We'll put the spring on. It's going to come on here. And then we'll put it into our slide here. And this is one of those ones you need iPro for sure, because we're dealing with spring tension. Okay, we got that on there. Now we're going to go ahead and set our compensator on. And you should be using Loctite. This comes with the Loctite, but I'm not putting Loctite on because I'm going to be taking this back off and putting the new barrel back on. So we put the spring back into the compensator, and let's grab our block. Okay, now we have the compensator into our barrel. Now let's go ahead and reassemble it, and let's do a functions check. Yeah, looking good. There's going to be some movement here. It was kind of brought up from the school that there's going to be some movement, but you'd have to try really hard to do something wrong with it. So let's do a functions check. Make sure that safety's working. All right, and that is a successful functions check. So this is the PSA Dagger with the mass driver on it. And once we get back, we'll do the conclusion and references. All right, guys, this concludes this video where we installed the mass driver onto the PSA Dagger. It does make the front end a little bit heavier, but that's what you get when you're trying to lower the muzzle rise. It's kind of like engines, you know, what you gain in torque, you lose in speed. So it's just how you want to balance it out. But I want to make sure when you guys actually install it to use the Loctite. I didn't use the Loctite because I'm going to be taking it off because I like the current setup that I have. The link for the mass driver from Striker Industries will be below. And for the references, I only use one reference really, other than knowledge from SDI, and that was a YouTube video called How to Install Striker Industries Mass Driver Compensator on Glock 19 by What Are You Buying? And that was 3 years ago, and that'll be below as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and stay frosty.